நீ பற்று வைத்த நெருப்பொன்று பற்றி எரிய உன்னை கேட்கும்.
Hey everyone, welcome back to ChaatNChat. My name is Josh.
My name is Miguel.
And we're watching Mersal. This is part 333. So if you haven't watched part 1 or part 2, or you want to watch them again because they're so good.
Go to the description below. Check out the link there. Go watch part 1, part 2, whatever you want to do with part 1, part 2. Then
Whatever
come
you
back
wanna do.
and watch part 3 here with us.
That's
okay?
right. And if you like this video and you want to see more videos like these, then please consider below commenting, subscribing, sharing, and upvote the video by slapping the like button.
அதெல்லாம் ஒண்ணும் இல்ல உங்க புல்லட்ட பார்த்து லவ் பண்ண
அப்படியே கண்ணு சொன்னடி கண்ணு ஆசியா
ஃபேக்டரி கட்டுவோம் ஊர் பைய புள்ளிக்கு எல்லாம் வேலை போட்டு
கொடுப்பேன் சம்பளம் போட்டு கொடுப்பேன் கம்மாயை போச்சு விட்டு தண்ணிக்கு எங்கடா போவ
True.
குளத்தை வெட்டினாங்க மரத்தை நட்டினாங்க.
It looks like there's tons of land there. Just choose a different place.
2 வருஷம் மழையும் பெய்யல ஒரு சொட்டு தண்ணியும் சேர்த்து வைக்கல. தண்ணிக்கு எங்கடா போவ? அப்படி ஒரு நிலம் மட்டும் வந்துட கூடாதுடா. தாரு ஒன்னு சொல்றேன் கேட்டுங்க. காசு கொடுத்து தண்ணி வாங்குற உருப்படாது.
That's true.
தலைவன்றது வெறும் வார்த்தை இல்ல ஒரு தலைமுறையோட மொத்த நம்பிக்கை. அந்த நம்பிக்கையை வித்துறாத. அப்படியே போயிரு. நான் அசிங்கப்பட்ட.
Wow, totally put that guy in his place.
வர வெள்ளிக்கிழமை நல்லா நடந்தா. அப்புறம் என்ன? திருவிழாக்கெல்லாம் ஏற்பாடு பண்ணீங்க. நீங்க அடிக்கிற உரிமை சத்தம் மதுரை மெச்சி தெருவுக்கு கேட்கணும்டா.
அண்ணே நான் சிட்டுக்குருவினே அது ஒரு விசாரணை போட்டு வா.
ஏய் சிட்டுக்குருவி ஐஸ பார்த்தா டீங்க ஏய் டூக்குள்ள ஒரு மரிக்காம சுத்துறது சிட்டுக்குருவி மட்டும். ஊடு ஒரு வார்த்தை சொல்லு. அடிச்சு பிடிச்சு ரெக்கையில கிழிச்சு மேய்ச்சி போடுறேன். அவர் ஆளாடா இப்ப பாரு சம்பந்தமே இல்லாம ஒரு பழமொழி சொல்லிட்டு போங்க.
காலக்கை வர எடுக்க போனானா கத்தால முழுகப்பாடு உச்சா அட போடா.
உன்னாலதான் நான் மாங்கா தின்றேன் நீதான் வாங்கி கொடுக்கணும்.
ஐஸ்
ஆனா இன்னும் 18 இருக்கு. என் அம்மாவை நான் போட்டியில ஜெயிக்க.
I have 18 more to go.
All right, lover boy. Keep it chill. And they got him going left, right, up and down, all around.
Yeah, it's his program. What?
Oh, someone
Was
caught
it from
fire.
the firework that
Yeah,
exploded?
no, the guy who was
Blowing fire or
blowing
something?
fire. Well,
Yeah, that seems like he should have stayed away from that hut.
yeah, you would have thought.
Signature move.
Yeah,
Oh, they're inside?
yeah. I don't understand how they can't run through the flames to.
Well, I mean, all their clothes are light on fire.
Well,
Come on, it takes a village, guys.
yeah, a bunch of bystanders.
Whoa. Okay, run. Dominoes.
What is it, Grandma? Oh,
Yep. Oh, they look roughed up. Oh, dude, that is dark.
yeah.
Oh, man, those kids got blowed up. Oh, do we believe this is an accident?
Yeah, that's the question. Yeah.
Because those guys didn't want this to happen.
Yeah, they didn't want the temple.
செல்வி காளையன் காப்பாற்ற முடியல. ஒரு 10 நிமிஷம் முன்னாடி கூட்டு வந்திருந்தா கண்டிப்பா காப்பாத்த.
What? The 10-minute thing?
23 கிலோமீட்டர் டாக்டர் 10 நிமிஷத்துல எப்படி கூட்டிட்டு வர முடியும்?
ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் சிட்டில தானே இருக்கு.
And that's a horrible thing for a doctor to
Yeah.
say anyway, 10 minutes, like make them feel guilty.
Yeah.
Like that is a super messed up thing for a doctor to tell parents. Well, it's kind of your fault because you could have got them here 10 minutes earlier.
Well,
and
you
then
live
they
in a
would've been-
village, so it's your fault that they die.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean,
that's
really
it's-
messed up.
காளையனுக்கு ஒரு 12 வயசு இருக்குமா அதுங்க என்ன தப்பு பண்ணிச்சு
You read it. You tell him.
சரியா சொன்னீங்க தாயி. நம்ம கூப்பிடுற கூட வர சாமி ஒண்ணுதே. கோயில் வேலை உடனே ஆரம்பிச்சிருவா.
ஆமையா இப்போ இங்க கோயில் கட்டி என்னென்ன வரப்போகுது
Yeah.
போன அந்த குழந்தைங்களோட உசுறு திரும்ப வந்துருவா
That's why he like foregoes the whole temple thing.
ஆஸ்பத்திரி கட்டணம்.
தளபதி நீ கோவத்துல பேசுறீங்க கோயில் வேலை நம்ம கட்டிரலாம் ஆஸ்பத்திரி பெரிய விஷயம்ப்பா அதெல்லாம் அசாம தலை தர முடியல
Sometimes things worth doing isn't the easy way.
நம்ம மொத்த சொத்தை வித்தாச்சோம் இந்த ஊர்ல ஆஸ்பத்திரி கட்டுறோம்
He wants ice cream.
அத நல்லபடியா நடத்தி தரத்துக்கு நான் எங்க டீன் கிட்ட பேசுறேன் அவர் கூட உங்கள மாதிரி தான் ஊருக்கு ஒரு நல்லதுன்னா முதல்ல ஆளா வந்து நிப்பாரு
Whoa.
எதுக்கு பின்னாடி போய் நிக்கிறீங்க
ஐசே ஏதோ ஏழ்டா நான் கூப்பிட்டு விடு முதல்ல வந்து நிக்கிறேன் இந்த பொன்னாடை பூமேடை பாராட்டு சீராட்டெல்லாம் நமக்கு ஒத்து வராதுல
Oh,
big
Jaguar. But also it's the British racing green too. That
Oh, there he is.
little punk.
Our punk.
டாக்டர் we may look poor but we are rich enough to serve people
சாரி நீங்க
ஐஸ்வர்யா வெற்றிமாறன் this is வெற்றிமாறன்
Oh, vitamin.
I think you have to do the honors.
ஐயோ நான்
This guy has some shady agenda.
Yeah, of course.
But why is he even there? Like, who is
Yeah.
he? Who they hired to run this place?
உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே ஒரு குட் நியூஸ் என்ன தெரியுமா முதல் 3 மாதத்திற்கு உங்க எல்லாருக்குமே இலவச மருத்துவம்
For the first 3 months.
இருந்தாலும் மனசுல ஆழமா பட்ட ஒரு விஷயத்த உங்க எல்லார்கிட்டயும் சொல்லிட்டு போறேன் ஒரு மனுஷனுக்கு குடிக்க தண்ணி பசிக்கு சோறு உடுக்க துணி இருக்க இடம் இன்னைக்கு நம்ம ஊர்ல கோயில் இருக்க வேண்டிய இடத்துல ஆஸ்பத்திரியே இருக்கு சாமி இருக்க வேண்டிய இடத்துல நம்ம டாக்டரையா இருக்காரு
And what a better way to worship God than to do charity for people, and you know that's like, what, right?
ஸோ மிஸ்ஸஸ் மாறன் உங்க டெலிவரி கூட உங்க ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ல தான்
Oh, you're right.
சார் இந்த டாக்குமெண்ட்ஸ் விஷயம் சொல்லலாமா?
திஸ் இஸ் நாட் த ரைட் டைம்
So it's a simple formality.
அர்ஜுன்
Okay.
What documents?
டாக்டர் சொல்லுங்க டாக்டர்
தளபதி நம்ம ஹாஸ்பிட்டலுக்கு தேவையான முக்கியமான சில எக்யூப்மெண்ட்ஸ் லைக்
Yeah, it's more than just the building, it's the equipment, it's the doctors as well.
மட்டும்தான் சப்சிடி கிடைக்கும் உங்களுக்கு புரியும்படி சொல்லணும்னா கொஞ்சம் குறைவான விலையில கிடைக்கும்
நல்ல விஷயம் தானே
Yeah, and
டாக்டர்
a
உங்க பேர்ல
cut.
வாங்கிருங்க
And a kickback.
Oh, in his name? Don't do that.
ஊர் மக்கள் சார்பிலே உங்க பேர்ல இருக்கு அது டாக்டர் பேர்ல இருந்தா எங்களுக்கு ஈஸியா வாங்க முடியும்
அவ்வளவுதானே நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு சொல்லுங்க
சேஷாத்ரி
Oh, dude, no, these guys look so greasy. Don't
Yeah,
do.
they do look greasy and slimy.
They're
and
so slimy.
They fit the they
Dude,
fit
read it.
that used car salesman guy so badly.
He is a used car salesman.
Slicked hair and everything.
எனக்கு ஒரே ஒரு சத்தியம் பண்ணி கொடுங்க இனிமே இந்த ஊர்ல ஒரு உசுறு கூட நான் தப்பக்கூடாது
இட்ஸ் மை ரெஸ்பான்சிபிலிட்டி ப்ராமிஸ்
நம்ம ஆஸ்பத்திரியில தான் கண் ஆபரேஷன் பண்ணிருக்கோம்
உனக்கு பிறக்க போற அம்பூட்டு பிள்ளை என் கண்ணார பாக்குற வரைக்கும் உருவத்துல வந்து கண்ணை கொடுத்துருச்சு
Oh, that was very sweet.
நான் அள வைக்கலான்னு பாக்குறேன் நடக்காது கூலிங் கிளாஸ் எல்லாம் போட்டு 10 மணி கணக்கால இருக்க
அட போடா
What up?
இது தெய்வம் ஐயா
என்னமா அது அப்பாவோட உசுரை காப்பாத்துனதெல்லாம் சாமியா இருக்கிற இந்த டாக்டருங்க தான் உங்க நன்றி இவங்ககிட்ட சொல்லுங்க
He's very humble and he's
I mean, actually, this guy.
what
he
what's
seems. I
yeah,
don't
what's
know.
turning him though? There's something behind it.
மத்தவங்களுக்கு ஒண்ணு பண்றப்போ ஒரு சந்தோஷம் ஒண்ணு வருது பாரு
ஆஸ்பத்திரி இன்னும் நிறைய கட்டுறோம் இல்ல இல்ல இந்தியா பூரா கட்டுறோம் அடுத்த 18 பிள்ளைங்களையும் டாக்டர் ஆக்கி இந்தியா பூரா இலவச மருத்துவம் கொடுக்கிறோம்
Oh.
We know at least one of them fulfilled that prophecy.
தளபதி
Oh no. What?
அதே சிசரியன்னா அவன் 10 நாள் நம்ம ஹாஸ்பிட்டலே தங்கணும்.
Wait, but they're not charging.
சார்ஜ்.
But they're not charging people, right?
5 ரூபா வாங்கிட்டு வைத்தியம் பார்க்குற டாக்டரை இந்த உலக திறமை இல்லாதவன் சொல்லும். 5000 ரூபா ஃபீஸ் அநியாயமா கேட்பான். எக்ஸ்பர்ட்னு சொல்லிட்டு டோக்கன் வாங்கிட்டு கியூல நிற்கும். நரம்பு இப்படி உடம்புல உள்ள ஒவ்வொரு பார்ட்ஸ்க்கும் தனித்தனி ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸ் உண்டாகும். ஒவ்வொரு ஹாஸ்பிட்டலையும் கூட்டம் ஆல போதும். நோய்களும் நோயாளிகளும் தான் இந்த பிசினஸ்க்கு இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்.
And I mean, he's truly visioning how it is today.
Oh my gosh.
So he's the epitome of the way the medical industry world, in many places, has turned.
டாக்டர் why can't you try it? ஐயோ டாக்டர் எனக்கு பழக்கம் இல்ல அவளை வச்சு பழகிக்கோங்க.
Dude, this okay.
Oh
I don't know.
man,
No,
that's
what
like.
the...
Let's just experiment on somebody. Yeah.
நார்மல் டெலிவரினா எல்லாரும் ஷாக் ஆவாங்க.
No, and nowadays they want you to be as natural as possible.
முதல் டெலிவரி அப்போது இதே மாதிரி தான் வலிச்சது.
இந்த டெலிவரியில கொஞ்சம் காம்ப்ளிகேஷன்ஸ் இருக்கு.
God, this is going to be so hard to watch.
தளபதி நமக்கு வேற ஆப்ஷன்ஸே இல்ல. சிசரியன்.
டாக்டர் நான் என்ன பண்ணணும்னு மட்டும் சொல்லுங்க.
ஒண்ணும் இல்ல.
And I mean, it's very obvious what's going to happen here. He's never done it before. This is going to be a guinea pig. Like, this is a train wreck.
சோ நார்மல் டெலிவரிக்கு சான்ஸே இல்ல.
அவங்க கிட்ட சொல்லியாச்சு.
அவர் அக்செப்ட் பண்ணிட்டு கையெழுத்து கூட போட்டார். See, இப்போ நீங்க தான் சொல்லுங்க. டாக்டர் அர்ஜுன், anesthesia.
He's not even hiding his joy, too. He was smiling the entire time. Like, seriously.
அம்மா எப்ப வருவாங்க?
வந்துருவாங்கடா.
அப்ப தம்பி பாப்பா?
அவனும் தான்.
அப்ப எனக்கு ஒரு கதை சொல்லு.
எனக்கு என்னடா கதை தெரியும்?
Everybody knows an elephant story.
அதுல லட்சுமி சாமி ஒன்று இருக்கும் பார்த்திருக்கியா? அதான்டா.
Probably the last thing she's going to see is that creepy face.
சேட்டை காட்டுடா. அதான்டா ஒரு சிங்கி தாத்தா. பேப்கூஃப்.
குழந்தை எழுந்திருச்சு டாக்டர். Baby's turning blue. பிபி செக் பண்ணீங்களா? இல்ல டாக்டர்.
தம்பி எப்பப்பா வருவான்?
Yeah, it's you really have to.
ஒரு half an hour observation வைங்க. என்ன காம்ப்ளிகேஷன் வரும் டாக்டர்? ஹைப்பர்டென்சிவ் இன்ட்ராக்ரானியல் ப்ளீட்.
Does she... You think she understands what they're saying?
Where is Coffee?
She may have had a bad reaction to
like
the
a
anesthesia,
seizure.
and she's having a seizure again. They all just
இங்க எல்லாமே தப்பா இருக்கு தளபதி. நம்மள ஏமாத்திட்டாங்க.
She did. She understood what was going on because they didn't have any dosage right. Just to fill that man's ego and like greed.
Yeah. Yeah, the guy basically murdered her and his baby and their baby. So.
எனக்கு ஒண்ணுமே தெரியாது தளபதி. எல்லாம் டேனியல் தான். அவர்தான்.
He didn't kill him, right? Because isn't that the doctor that's in the future?
Kill him. He just hit him. Yeah, he's long gone.
Oh, yeah, he's like, nope, getting the heck out of here.
Yeah.
Whoa. The kid threw a bottle at the kid? Who? What? Where are all these bottles? Oh, is it magic? Maybe when like the wizards or something were throwing all the bottles.
He's hiding his boy. And I don't think the baby is...
Wait, so is he dead?
No, I don't think that other baby is dead. These are the goons.
That dude had like his shoulders ripped, man.
Oh,
I just want to see him like fly in two pieces.
Jesus, that would have been awesome.
I don't understand. So are these like paid goons?
I think they're paid goons. Come on, big boy. Where did we see licking the blood before?
Yeah, that was the trailer of his last movie.
Gonna kill you too, dude. Ah!
There you go.
Nice.
He just made that guy 50 pounds lighter.
Yeah, but see who's behind it all?
கோயில்னு சொல்லிட்டு ஹாஸ்பிட்டல் ஓட என்ன சாமின்னு சொல்லிட்டு அடிக்க வர தப்பு இல்ல நீ கட்டணும்னு நினைச்சது மத்தவங்களோட சந்தோஷத்துக்கு நான் கட்டணும்னு நினைச்சது என்னோட சந்தோஷம் உன்னோடது சர்வீஸ் என்னோடது பிசினஸ் கோயில் கட்டுறதுக்கு பூமி பூஜை போட்டார் தேவையில்லாம 2 குழந்தைங்க செத்து போச்சு It was sponsored by me.
Yeah.
So even all the way back from the fire, this guy did it?
Yeah.
Muscle Man? That's why Muscle Man in the future is missing an arm. He's the one that was like fighting him and stuff.
Genuine சொல்ல ஒன்ன கொல்லணும்ன்றதோ உன் வைஃபை கொல்லணும்ன்றதோ உன் குழந்தை செத்ததோ என் லிஸ்ட்லயே கிடையாது நார்மல் டெலிவரி நடக்க வேண்டிய சிசேரியன் ட்ரை
So he's giving him all of it.
மேல ஐஷுவை பார்த்தேன்னா நான் சாரி சொன்னேன்னு சொல்லு tell her nothing personal just business
While he's bleeding out.
நீ புதைக்கணும்னு நினைக்கிற கிடையாது எவனாலையும் முடியாதுடா கண்ணு முன்னாடி
2 instead of 1 will take revenge on
That's
you.
the curse. Yeah, that's the curse.
எங்க கைகள் எப்பவும் கீழே இருக்கும் நினைக்காத ஒரு நாள் கைகள் ஓங்கும்
Yep. And that's the sidekick.
You think so?
I think so. He saved his son, and then the other one I think is C.
Oh, wow.
And that's the magician.
ஒரு மேஜிக் ஷோ நடத்தினேன் முடிஞ்சு போகும்போது ஒருத்தன் பச்சை குழந்தையோட மயங்கி கிடந்தான் 2 பேரையும் தத்தெடுத்து வளர்த்தேன் குருவுக்கும் குருவாயிட்டான்
Okay. So they are wizards, not sorcerers.
So they're not twins, they're
brothers.
They're brothers, and they just have a very strong similarity, which
With their
sometimes
dad.
can happen.
What? Did he call the police before?
She did, I think.
வெற்றி அரெஸ்ட் பண்ணிருக்காங்க புழல் ஜெயில்ல வச்சிருக்காங்க சார் இப்போதான் இன்ஃபர்மேஷன் வந்தது
good
Yeah.
மாறன நீ பாத்துக்க வெற்றி நான் பாத்துக்கிறேன்
That's what you think.
Dude, is it so bad of me that I want this guy to be like cut to pieces? Like, they should give that guy a C-section.
இன்னும் 20 நிமிஷத்துல வெற்றியை மேட்ச் கட்ட கூட்டி போறாங்க சார் டிசி ரத்னவேல் வந்துருவார் சார் நீங்க கொஞ்சம் டக்குன்னு பேசிட்டு கிளம்புங்க
Oh, he's already escaped.
Yeah, dude, he's like better than Houdini because he's actually has magical powers.
டேய் வெற்றி 30 வருஷத்துக்கு முன்னாடி இதே முகத்தோட ஒருத்தன் முன்னாடி வந்து நின்னா என்னோட கனவை கலைக்க போறேன்னு அவன் சொன்ன 8 மணி நேரத்துல திரும்பவும் அதே முகத்தோட யாரா நீ
டனிமா ஒரு நல்லது பண்ண ஒரு நல்லது திரும்ப வரும்
Danny dear.
அதுவே ஒரு கெட்டது பண்ணன்னு வையேன் ரெண்டா திரும்ப வரும்
Double trouble.
வெற்றி மாறன்
Maran.
I started to say they switched. Yeah.
Quick, give me your jacket. Yo. Oh, he's probably getting his butt whooped. He's probably getting bit by a snake.
Yeah.
நானாவது 5 நிமிஷம் பஞ்ச் டைலாக் பேசிட்டு தான் ஆக்ஷன்ல இறங்குவேன். அவன் போட்டு தோண்டு தான் பேச ஆரம்பிக்கும்.
Yeah.
Less words, more blows.
டென்ஷன்ல வளராத. கரெக்ட்டா சொல்லு.
அங்க இருக்குது மாறன் இல்லடா.
Yeah.
Oh, really? I just found that out.
அங்கிள் போன் ஸ்பீக்கர்ல போ. யானி செல்லம்.
ஏய் வெற்றி
ஓடுறேன்னு மறுமண போடுவோம்.
வெயிட்.
Yeah.
பக்கத்துல இந்த மண்ணா தகறாரா? What's up bro?
What's up, bro? Yeah.
என்னப்பா அதெல்லாம் தெரியும்? கத்திய தவிர குத்து மதிப்பா கீச்சு கேக்குறப்பா சீக்கிரம் வந்து டச்சிங் சொல்லுப்பா. எங்கடா இது?
வெற்றி.
கட்ட மாட்டேன். காட்டி.
Oh, he got him too.
வெற்றி அவன ஒண்ணு பண்ணிடாத. வாங்க வரேன்.
Oh, did he cut him at the place that they were saying like 5 minutes?
Yeah, it's
at the artery.
Yeah.
Like, or the whatever that is. Oh, you picked the wrong man's rickshaw.
Mm-hmm.
He knows exactly the filth and ilk he comes from.
Yeah.
That death metal scream in the
Yeah,
back.
I love it. Oh, you should never go to your enemy's lair, not having been there before.
Oh, recreating.
Yeah. Oh, man.
From the box.
Oh, nice. Straighten the shirt.
Man, he looks so natural when he jumps and does those kicks. You know, because a lot of people, like, if they do that, they look so awkward doing it,
Yeah.
but he looks like he knows what he's doing.
Oh. Wow. Oh, man, they just, bottles just keep showing up.
What is it? Nephew? Oh, one-armed muscle man. Okay, well, you know, it's good he joined the party because he deserves a little bit of...
Yeah, a little bit of extra love.
A little bit.
Oh, they sent Muscle Man to steal the van. Yeah.
ரெண்டு பேரையும் வச்சு செய்யணும் தான்டா. ரெண்டு பேரையும் வச்சு செய்யணும்.
Oh, dude, this guy's a sicko, man. He like gets the pleasure off of doing evil.
செத்து பழைக்கிறதுல எனக்கு ஒன்றும் புதுசு இல்லை ப்ரோ. டயலாக்.
The hero's dialogue.
டாக்டர் அடிக்க மாட்டான்னு எவனா சொன்னா? இப்ப பாரு சீனை.
Oh, okay. I mean, he's probably had to deal with some rough people. Watch a lot of kung fu movies, maybe? Oh, and he's like making a fair fight, so he has one arm behind his back. Cool.
Yeah.
Hey.
Yeah.
He's like, I'm impressed. He's like, there's no magic involved, but, you know, great skills.
There we go.
Oh, that had spikes and stuff in it.
Yeah, cheater. Cheater not gonna do so good.
Like, they need to just dissect him right there.
Yeah.
உசுரோட இருந்ததை எடுத்துக்கிட்டு என் கிளினிக்கு வா நானே உன்னை காப்பேன்.
Here's some 5 rupees.
Yeah.
What? What is this? What? What was
It
that?
looked like some sort of torture box suspended.
நான் செஞ்சது சரியா தப்பான்னு நீங்க தான் சொல்லணும்.
இத்தனை உயிர்களை எடுக்கிற உரிமை யார் சார் உங்களுக்கு கொடுத்தது?
மனுஷன் கண்மூடித்தனமா நம்புறது 2 பேர். ஒன்னு கடவுள், இன்னொன்னு டாக்டர்.
மெடிக்கல் சிஸ்டம் பிசினஸா மாறினதுக்கு நீங்க யாரு தப்புன்னு சொல்றீங்க?
அரசு மருத்துவமனைகள் ஒழுங்கா நடக்காம போனதுக்கு யாரெல்லாம்
It's
காரணமா?
full of corruption all over the place.
இன்குபேட்டர்ல வச்சிருந்த ஒரு குழந்தைய பெருச்சாளி கடிச்சு இறந்து போறதுல நம்ம ஊர்ல மட்டும் தான்.
Oh my gosh.
நோயை பார்த்து பயப்படுறதை விட கவர்மெண்ட் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸை பார்த்தா பயப்படுறாங்க. அந்த பயம் தான் பிரைவேட் ஹாஸ்பிட்டல்ஸோட இன்வெஸ்ட்மெண்ட்.
என்னதான் சார் வேணும் உங்களுக்கு?
இலவச மருத்துவம். பணம் சம்பாதிக்க 1000 வழி இருக்கு, மருத்துவம் அதுக்கான வழி கிடையாது.
Yeah.
Oof. So man.
நல்ல கொண்டுட்டாங்க. அதனால நீங்க இத செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கீங்க. So the personal revenge,
Nothing personal, just service.
It'd be interesting if the cups just fell off.
Fell off and it's like, oh, sorry, I wasn't meant to do
I wasn't
that.
meaning to do that.
Until a little later when no one was watching.
இவன் பொண்டாட்டி செத்துச்சுன்னு அழுவானா இல்ல அந்த பணத்தை இருக்க காசு இல்லன்னு அழுவானா? ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்னா. இந்த துட்டை வச்சு என்னதானா பண்ண போறானுங்க?
He's going to disappear right there.
நீ காண்டி வெளிய இருந்ததுனா இன்னாரோ ஒருசாக்கு பறந்துட்டு இருக்க மாட்டே? No.
Oh yeah. He's like, what a perfect cover. What a perfect cover.
I was talking to him and he was gone.
Yeah, but I mean, then he could just reappear like at will, and he's like, what are you talking about? It wasn't me. I was just in jail the whole time. So how'd you like it?
I liked it. It had an incredible story. Lots of good action.
There's a lot of good action.
Yeah. And I think it's talking about a subject that, I mean, we need to think about it.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
this
200%.
Yeah, this is a story, like this is an issue that is plaguing so many countries because it's like people, like he said, there are so many ways in this world to get rich.
Yep.
And medicine should not be one of them.
Right.
Like knowing that someone's blood is paying for your style of living is just like sick. I don't know. Like, how do you? I guess they disconnect themselves because they fool themselves in thinking that what I do is so important that I'm going to like take their entire life's worth just so they could survive.
Right.
And I think that's just a horrible, reality.
I think there's probably nuances to this. I think that there are the business people of health care that they don't have the same driving factors as the doctors, the nurses, and the people who are more hands-on and are there because they want to truly help people. Business becomes very detached from all of that, and you see it a lot where it's like in the U.S. it's health insurance. Health insurance, it doesn't really care if you live or die, and a lot of times they're making decisions over your and it just gets really, really, or all about the dollars. You know, and it's like I think that's what he's fundamentally saying is how can we start putting price tags on people? And, you know, he's right. Food, water, shelter, but then the whole ability just to be safe and make sure that your body is okay. You know, and that includes things like when people, you know, even when we care for older, as we all get older and we have more health issues and so forth, at a certain point, many times it's like people are just thrown to the side and they're saying, well, they're old, they're going to die, just let them die. Okay? Same thing with, you know, we're not helping people that have addictions and have mental health issues and other things like that. And again, it's like, we don't see the value of trying to help them. And it just, it starts to devalue the human.
Yeah.
And I think that's what he's really saying is if we can't see each other as humans and, you know, respect each other as humans and the incredible beings we are, then, you know, we're missing the point.
Yeah.
And I think that that's what's happened in medicine is that a lot of times it's all about the money, sometimes the fame, the fortune, you know, things like that. A lot of times we, you know, we're looking at a lot of these studies where people are doing medical studies and they're chasing it for the fame that it'll get them. And I'm like, okay, well, at the expense of, you know, how many bad outcomes did you have by pushing this particular drug or whatever, you know, ahead of when it should have been tried or whatever. And, you know, we're hearing all this sort of stuff on a regular basis, and it's just like, wow, are they really that disconnected? I don't know. So, but I mean, I see it all the time.
Well, you have a lot more glossy outlook on this than I do, because you thinking that it's more on the business than the businessmen than the doctors. I mean, the doctors are still, now look, their education, it goes so much deeper, because doctors are like, I need to make a lot of money because my schooling was super expensive.
Correct.
I need to pay back those loans because it takes a lot of time to become a doctor. It does. It is not easy, right? Because like as medicine grows and we learn more and more and more, that's just more and more that a doctor has to learn upon decades, centuries of medical knowledge. So for them, they're like they're thinking that they're justified in the fact that they need to charge this amount of money so that they can pay back their loans. But then after the loans are paid back, they still are like, oh no, I've been doing this for a long time and I'm a really good doctor. I need to be paid this much. And they're still taking home those paychecks. I mean, geez, there's someone across the street from me that's building this giant house all in cash, and his wife doesn't work and he's a doctor and he's building the whole thing. It's got to be like a multi-million-dollar house, right? And he's building the whole thing in cash. And he's just like a local doctor here. And we don't even live in that big of a city. And like this dude is building like this whole house. So he's able to build something like that and get that much money from being a doctor, right? And I mean, I don't know, just think of another profession.
Well, the thing is, though, is all of that falls apart when, like, for example, I forget what it was, 2 years ago, there was some very wealthy individual who paid off all of the loans of all of those doctors graduating from that one medical school. Okay? And he said he was only going to pay their loans if their salaries, if they, I forget, there was some stipulations on it and everything. And it was like, a bunch of them took him up on, I think they all had to go to rural hospitals for at least 7 years, okay? And a bunch of them took him up on it, and a bunch of them didn't. And I'm like going, so again, you know, is it because of the money? I don't know.
Then we don't even stop there, because then we go into the education system that charges how much money that it charges to do this sort of stuff. So, I mean, the whole thing is just there's corruption every step of the way. So, I mean, it's a bleak world out there in the medical costs in some countries. But then other countries have a pretty good deal, right? That they have like nationwide coverage and, you know, free medical and all that sort of stuff, right? Just some countries don't have it figured out yet. And we live in one of them. So, you know, and what is the right answer? I have no idea. I mean, we see, because every country is a little bit different, because the dynamic, the economy, everything is a little bit different. So every country has to have its own answer. But whatever this country has is not the answer yet.
No.
So, but anyway, let's move aside, because we could talk about that for ages, because it's a very grim subject. But I like that there was some great comedy. What I really liked is that the action here with the magic, I actually kind of like that they didn't explain how he did all those tricks. I'm actually thinking in that world there is real magic. And at first I was thinking he was like the son of somebody and he inherited those abilities from this person and stuff, which would be a sorcerer, but he would be a wizard because he's taught it and he studied it. And so I was thinking that maybe the doctor had it in him too, and then he was just going to have these innate abilities until I found out that his brother learned it. I'm still a little unsure of how they were together, because the older kid, when he woke up, you know, because he didn't actually die, right? The one that was hit with the bottle. So he woke up, and what was he, orphaned? And then the other one, the baby, the guy who is the sidekick guy, he goes and finds the baby, and then he goes to the magician, and they kind of grew up. He adopted the two of them. So then the older one went on to become a doctor.
Right.
But I'm just a little confused because his mom seemed like then she adopted him. So I was a little, I don't know, because I didn't
there
really
needed to be another mom somewhere in that mix. So that, because again,
we didn't see how she got the older kid and then how she like raised him. And then there needed to be a whole nother story where how the younger one found the older brother, maybe because he was a famous doctor. So he was there. So, I mean, he would know because the older guy who had the baby.
Maybe the sidekick actually
told him the whole story.
And started, and basically said, this is what happened and this is why,
Okay, then that's why the older one didn't know because he was raised without someone there to guide him. But then the side, I don't know. Anyway, so that is still very vague to me. But
there was some details that were a little foggy and
I just went with it.
Hand waving. Well, it's magic. Look over here.
Dude, I was there because the magic is real in that world. I mean, because I don't think there's any explanation for some of the things that he did in that. I mean, some of them, sure. But then some, it's just like, smoke and mirrors, smoke and mirrors. So I have no idea, but I loved it and it was fun. And I just, from the moment he started doing his magic, I'm just like, okay, the rules are different. I'm there. Like, I'm in this world. It's a movie. Let's go. Like, because in a movie, anything can be possible.
Yes.
And so that's why I just really enjoyed this because you turn that side of, you have to enjoy it by turning off certain parts of your written just to enjoy it. So I liked it. The dialogue I thought was really good. The comedy was really good. We saw some faces that we recognized. The only drawback for me watching this whole thing, the only thing that I really, really did not like was the villain. I thought he was too filmy of a villain. It was just so over the top, like his 180. I mean, unless he was a psychopath, where even worse than a psychopath, like someone who's even aware, because like a psychopath just doesn't have the empathy for like other people, right? And then they just like don't understand like that, like what they're doing and how it affects like other people because they don't think about that. So this guy is even worse than like a psychopath because he is actually out to like actually cause harm and get off on like causing that harm and stuff. So, I mean, there's something clinically wrong with that guy's head, but also anyone that would even talk to him for a minute should have understood that he's like the supervillain of the entire universe in that film. Because just how he talks, he's like, whoa. And then the other guy, the other doctor that seemed like he was like a little bit better, but still went ahead and did it. I mean, he should have just been like, nah, dude, like I don't want death on my hands. But I don't know. So I just thought.
I mean, the sheer fact that he got gourded into doing anesthesia when he doesn't do anesthesia.
I don't even think that dude was a doctor.
Yeah, like what kind of doctor are you?
I mean, that's basic doctor stuff.
Basic doctor. Well, I mean, basic doctors. I mean,
to know that there's a specific dosage. You're not just gonna guess.
Right, and that there are anesthesiasts who do that and know all the ins and outs of all that other sort of stuff,
Yeah, or at least like pull out the handbook of dosage. Well, I have no idea.
Yeah,
there's no Google back then, but at least maybe like, hold on, give me a second.
Give me
at least
an hour.
What's your weight? Can you put her on the scale or something?
Yeah, what are her vitals? And,
I don't know. But the thing is, what I really detested is that villain. I thought he was very weak. I didn't really I thought his acting was just like way over the top. At least whenever he spoke English, because then I felt like when he wasn't speaking a language where I was like mostly reading his dialogue, like it felt a little better. But he spoke a lot of English, and during his English dialogue, I just thought that his acting was like over the top, like not really believable as a character arc, and I didn't like him. I thought Thalapathy was amazing. And his double role.
I'm so glad that they had the double role because it was so well hidden.
It was. I was confused. I'm like, are we in a flashback of a flashback? Wait, that doesn't make sense because the friend is the same age.
So well done. I got to say that. I mean, we've actually caught the double things before because we just kind of figured it out. But this so had us off that scent that we didn't get it.
I was so confused that at one point I did say, because
did
I said
say
he has two different vibes, because I said he has the doctor vibe, and then also nothing was making sense in my mind. I'm like, the only thing that makes sense is that he's like two different people for some reason that knows.
But like I said, he could easily have a side passion, which, you know, there are lots of people that have one professional
Yeah,
career.
but his vibe was different, dude. You could have a hobby on the side, be a magician on the side, but the way he acted was very different. You have one guy who's all showy and all that sort of stuff. The other guy was so reserved, and like he wanted to just wear lungi and, you know, just like
True.
simple clothes. Where then immediately, right after his mom's like, you should wear like, you know, like jeans and like a jacket and style it up a little bit, right? And then we cut to him wearing that, but we didn't know it was
that
his
it wasn't
brother.
him.
But I thought he's like, oh dang, took your mom's advice, sweet, cool.
Yeah.
You know, but then it was like, wait a second. Not only did you change clothes, but all of a sudden you're a completely different person.
Yeah.
So anyway, it was very confusing.
It was
You're right. It was well
very,
done.
very well done.
So I like that, but also huge shout out to the VFX team who did this, because I do that for work, and there were very many complicated shots. Now, when the camera's stagnant and they're not interacting with each other, super easy. You do that in like 5-10 minutes. Like, it's super quick. But add a complication of touching hands.
touching hands,
Well, no,
or-
the camera's even worse.
Yeah.
But like if they have interaction, but the camera's still stagnant, great. I mean, it's a little harder, but you get a stand-in,
Right.
and then as long as they're not moving too much, you just do like a little head replacement. Or if you do it enough, then you do
screen.
it twice. You do it twice, and then you have a stand-in in either side, and then you do it. Or when the camera is moving, that is very tough.
I noticed that a lot. And
They were
I'm like
doing
going,
a lot.
and I was like going,
And it was
"Ooh, it's
seamless.
hard."
It was very, very well done. There was this one where they were like holding hands, and then they were like, the camera was like going around them, and then they were like fighting while holding hands and stuff. I was like, oh man, I don't even want to think about how long that shot took for them to do. I mean, anyway, it was very well done. So a huge shout out to the VFX team. You know, I think, again, this is one of those movies that the love interest kind of fell wayside, because I was really into both love scenes. The one where he was a magician and he saved her at the like coffee shop, and then the other side where he was like the interviewer, the journalist girl, right? And so in both sides, I was like, and the actresses are really good too, right? So Kajal Aggarwal is, you know, like her part here was really good, and she has that charisma on screen too. So I wanted to see more of her, and you know, so and just both of them. I just thought they were really good stories. But again, if you want to keep this sub 3 hours, you created so much in this movie that if you wanted to explore all that, it would take a lot longer.
Yeah.
So, but I you know, it just kind of seemed like then, were they necessary? Maybe there was other ways to do it.
Yeah.
If anything, it just confused us more, because then it's like, wait, are you like two-timing? Because you were totally just flirting with that girl. Now you're in a village and you're flirting with this girl?
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Yeah.
What are you going to rate it?
Actually, I'm going to give it a 9.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it. It was very, very good.
Yeah.
And we should mention some of the dancing and music, because
that's true.
some of those were incredible. Visually very stunning. The music and the beat just was really good, and so I really liked that a whole lot.
What I really appreciate about the music was it was done strategically, and it was catchy, and it was good, and it gave like these big emotions, kind of like progress the story, and it felt really good with the story.
Right.
I never felt like they lasted too long. Some songs, even though some movies, I like the song, sometimes I think that, okay, I love this song, but I want to get back to the story. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, even though they're good songs, it's like, oh, I want to get back to the story. Here, they weren't too long, they weren't too short, that it's like, whoa, was that even a song? It felt like a perfect like interlude into the next part, and it like brought you to that position. So I thought it was really good.
Yeah.
I'm going to give it an 8, because it would be much, much higher if it wasn't for the villain. That for me, like every time he was on screen, it was like really cringy for me. Like how like his English dialogue. I'm like, I just, oh.
I mean, if they were going for an over-the-top stereotype.
But it was over the top, not done like with finesse. There's a way to be finesse over the top.
True.
I mean, how many villains in Game of Thrones as over the top like evil, right? Like think about it. Like some of the shows and movies and you watch, they're so grotesque, but it's done with finesse where it's like that takes like some acting chops where they could be like grotesque and so vile that you just like hate seeing them on screen, but they're great actors for it. Right? I mean, an example is Amrish Puri, right? He's an amazing villain. He does a villain like I've never seen anyone in a movie do a villain before because he's just, remember in Domini, like his like lawyer, and then he was just he would just get on screen and I'm just like, oh dude, I don't know. But he was so good. And it was captivating. This guy was like the opposite. Like he was on screen and I'm like, no dude, I would just slap the crap out of you. He doesn't even like occupy the screen properly. He felt like he was so weak and so fragile that like just one clap from telepathy and that dude would have been on the floor. And I mean, he didn't.
And maybe that was part of it, is that he's actually a very little man in the grand scheme, but he's built up in his projection of himself, and that's why he comes off the way he comes off, because he's actually, very incomplete and very small.
That's fine. Maybe that's what they were going for. It didn't come through because here it just seemed like this guy that thought he was like he acted like he was like a big dude, and I mean you could do that still, with the whole Napoleon syndrome or something like that, where you act bigger, like that's why you're like bigger in your attitude than you are like stature, even though you wasn't that short. But anyway, it's that whole like syndrome, right? So I don't know. I just don't think he did it with finesse, and maybe the actor is actually really good in other roles. I don't know. I don't think I really recognized him.
Recognize him.
I might look it up on IMDb or something. And maybe he has a ton of fans out there that are going to hate me for saying this. But trust me, when I heard his English dialogue, I was just like, please, man, don't even.
Stop with the English.
Seriously, every time he was on screen, I'm like, please, just like, don't do it. And then when he turned into a maniac in his office, I'm just like, that was out of nowhere. Like, how did you even get to this? Right? Why would you even agree to all of this if you knew you were going to just like start killing people? Because this guy would have like, anyway.
By the way, there was one detail. We never found out what happened with his nephew. All we knew is that the
Oh, you're right.
Did he bleed out in the alley somewhere?
Dude is still bleeding somewhere even to this day. Like he's just like,
because someone took him on a little taxi ride.
Oh, I guess that was, so we finished that story because that was it. You know what happened. He was like, it wasn't taxi, it was the rickshaw. The auto rickshaw. And that smile said it all. Like when he's like, oh, you? Okay, no.
Yeah.
Oh, I know just the hospital to take you to. It's in another state, by the way.
You won't make it.
Saddle in. You might need some snacks.
It's okay if you feel sleepy. Just go ahead, fall asleep.
Go to the light. Anyway. No. So I think that wasn't a loose end. I think they definitely wrapped that up.
All right.
Because we know exactly what happened.
I just want to know for sure.
I can assure you that's exactly what happened. All right. Well, thank you. I really enjoyed the movie, even though like the villain and all that sort. He didn't occupy that much screen time, so that's why I still really enjoyed it. It was a fun movie. The acting was a lot of fun up until that, just those scenes. But then it made me feel really good when he was getting walloped. But again, I wanted him to be like that's just maybe too gruesome. I don't know. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us, and please let us know in the comments below what did you think. What would you rate it? I'm always curious what you guys would say about that. I love reading the comments. And if you like this video, remember, you can subscribe and turn on all notifications so you never miss one of the videos in the future. Also, let us know what we should watch next. And upvote the video by slapping the like button.